Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am putting together a DIY cover. So you probably saw from the title, but I am going to be putting together a custom cover. I am using this roll of faux leather that I got picked up from the Dollar Tree. It was obviously $1.25 since it was at the Dollar Tree, but this is the Crafter's Square faux leather. And I have tried to find this as, like just, I don't know, I've tried to find it in the past couple of weeks. I purchased this a while back, and I haven't been able to find it, but you can every once in a while just find something very similar to this. Definitely they have like vinyl, but I really wanted to get this faux leather just because I thought it was really just cute, and I thought it would be really, really nice for a faux cover or like a custom cover. So this will be very, I think, quick and easy project. We'll see. If I don't post this video, it's because this did not work. But if it's posted, that means, it looked decent enough. So anyway, I also have here some spray adhesive. This is Elmer's Craft Bond, and of course a pair of scissors. So I'm going to keep it very quick and simple, I think. I want to take a cover. I didn't bring both sides of it. I'm just going to do one and just show you how I plan to do this. Oh, one thing I am forgetting, I need my punch as well. I also have here my crocodile. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers power punch that punches the disc, the mushroom punch. So I do need that as well. Okay, so picking back up where I was, I'm only going to do one side of it just because I'm just wanting to see if it works. But this piece, just so you can kind of see it from the Dollar Tree, let me move this a little bit. It does have enough to be able to do the front and the back. And so you can see here, if I fold it over on itself, it definitely covers both sides of it. So I think that is perfect. And in fact, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut it in half just to make sure that I have enough, right? So I'm going to fold it and then just cut it in half. I'm using a regular pair of scissors here and just kind of cutting it in half right there, right? And then I do have, like I said, two pieces. So this piece, of course, and then this piece. So, there's enough for both sides. And I'm going to do it very simply, just like how you would wrap a present, like you would put the gift down and then you would fold it, and we're going to cut out the corners and then just kind of fold over a flap. And that, I think that's pretty much it, I, again, am hoping this works, and we'll just see how it goes. Now, this spray adhesive is very strong. It does have, it says right here, temporary or permanent bond, but I feel like it's very, very stinky. It's very smelly, and it's very permanent. And so I'm going to spray it. You have to shake it for a couple of minutes. I'll just do that off camera. I'll shake it. It does say, let me see. I hardly ever use this. All right, say shake can well before using. Protect the surrounding area from overspray because it will remain slightly tacky until it dries all the way. And so you need to spray it 6 to 8 inches from the surface to be bonded. And then you spray an even coat, all of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is, I don't want to ruin my desk. I think what I'm going to do is spray it off camera. I think I'm going to spray it off camera. So actually, before I spray anything, let me just go ahead and do my measurements here. In order to get the fold that I want, I don't want it to add extra bulk here. And so the way that I've always been taught to do it is to cut with the corner, like basically a 45-degree angle, and you do it around like this. So that way you can fold it and it will sit right next to each other, but not like overlap each other once you fold it over. So that's just kind of what I'm going to do here. And there is a little bit of laminate here. So you kind of, actually I should probably, like I keep adding tools, but I should probably like use a marker to do this. Really what you should do is use like a actual like a board or something like that to give you the 45-degree angle. I'm trying to just do this with as few tools as possible, just to show you what is possible. But I'm just gonna cut the corner here. That was a terrible cut, like right where I needed it to be smooth, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll do that. Make sure that I'm keeping it even, that it doesn't fall off here. Okay, all right, and then I'm gonna cut this corner. Now, of course, this is DIY, so as I always say with my DIY projects, it does not have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection, but I definitely want it to look nice. Okay, so let's get this corner. Again, like this is just a guesstimate for a 45-degree angle. But as long as I keep the line straight, it should fold quite neatly. And I know it's very difficult to tell, but like I am cutting with the laminate, right? I'm not cutting like, I'm not cutting it where the laminate is like going to be like, I don't know, I'm including the laminate in my cuts. Like I think you can kind of see that. Here's the laminated piece and it goes right to the corner, right? And so then as I fold it up, it will overlap like that, and not be like too thick, like, right? So now what I'm going to do is take it off camera. What I'm going to do is just shake this can and then just spray this piece. What I typically do is go outside and just spray it, hold it in the air and spray it. I'll probably put on a pair of gloves as well, and just spray it and then bring it back in here so I can lay down the pieces. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I sprayed it down. I am concerned that it is like too saturated, so I'm going to lay it right here. And I did put on a pair of gloves to do this. All right, so to lay this down, I'm going to lay it down upside down. All right, and I want it to be where, of course, as I cut it, like the lamination is all within. All right, and then I'm going to press it forward. All right, and then I'm trying to like just keep it as tight as possible, and I'm going to roll the edges over. I'm trying to work quickly too, because of course I sprayed it and I want it to adhere. Okay, and then last corner here. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, on the outside, like on this side, it looks so nice. I don't know if you can see that, but oh my gosh, it's super cute. I don't love this side. Look, I mean, I did a poor job of like cutting it. So what I would probably do is want to cover it with another piece like just on top like that, you know, and not one that's folded over, just one that I have cut two sides here. This one corner right here is a little bit messed up, so I'll fix that. But yeah, I actually really think that's cute. And what I would want to do now that I've done this first one is, like I said, just kind of cover up this side with, you know, this piece. And this piece, instead of like folding it over, I would trace around it and just kind of do that, because I feel like that would just make it look nice and neat. And I would trace it and just have it like where I'm tracing it, but then I would cut it in a little bit smaller. I might do that. But I don't have enough to be able to use it. So I do want to also make the back cover. So we'll just see how this looks with a planner in place, right? So I'm going to take off the glove and I'm going to do the punching. I do need my other cover so I can use that as a guide. So, you know, like in order to punch it, this would be the inside cover like this, right? I actually don't know which direction is up, but it doesn't really matter, right? I guess it's going to be more so which corner I like the best. But they both kind of look fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the cover on top like this, as you can see, and then I'm going to use my punch. You have to kind of have a guide to get the very first punch started, and what I like to do is like right here on top of this punch, there is like this line, and I use that line to match it up with the stem of the mushroom. All right, I need to move this down just a little bit more, right? And I just put the covers, as you can see, like just top to bottom. I hold it, and then I use that line, the marking, like I said, on the punch to line up with the very first punch. And then after I get the first punch in, then after that, I just use the guide itself. So I don't need this piece anymore. It's quite tacky with the glue. It's still drying, but I do want to get it out as quickly as possible, right? And so let's get it punched. I think I punched the correct side because it's quite easy to get through what is already in here. I have to go in and clean it up a little bit. I can see too with the stems, but you know, it is looking good so far. Okay, and so I have to come in here like you there's like some extra glue. So I definitely want to take those pieces out. All right, and then the last little thing is just to test it on a planner. Okay, so what I did was brought in my Franken planner, and again, just to test it out, snapping it on here just to see how it turns. One of the things is if it doesn't turn well, you can extend the mushroom punches, like the stem part of it, just so it spins a little bit better. So it's a little bit tight. I would definitely extend it. But doesn't it look cute? Like, that's what it looks like. I definitely need to do the other side. I need to also find some more so that way I can cover the inside portion of it. But for the time being, I think it looks good enough for a DIY project, right? So I mean, it looks okay. I definitely wouldn't want to cover that with like just another piece of faux leather and then just repunch it. But yeah, that's my project. I think that actually looks really good. Again, like I have enough to do the other side. I just want to be able to cover the inside as well, but definitely to cover the outside. And then you can vinyl it. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I really love that. And it was super quick and easy. Again, this piece was $1.25. I'm able to do the front and back covers, obviously just the outside. But if I bought another piece for $2.50, I can make both front and back and inside and outside parts, all four sides of the two sets of like the two pieces of the cover, and be done. So yeah, I love it, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.